Alright, Euro, welcome to the first of many videos in which we try to make sense of this speech, A World Split Apart, by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. A little bit of background. Alexander Solzhenitsyn is a renowned author. He was an exile of Russia, communist Russia, thrown out of his country for having very anti-communist views. His book, One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich, is a very quick read, very interesting look at life inside a Russian gulag prison camp. And he gives this speech to the Harvard graduating class of 1978. Some things to know about the context here. Harvard, obviously a prestigious school. You might think that this is the cream of the crop of what the United States has to offer. I mean, these are the people, Harvard graduates, that will be leading the way for the United States. So Solzhenitsyn finds an opportunity to make an impression upon maybe the future of our country. Also, the date, 1978, this was a period diplomatically, we're right in the midst of the Cold War, the United States versus communist USSR. And this particular time, the late 1970s, was a period of détente. Détente is a term that refers to the diplomatic relationships between these two superpowers, in which the goal, you could argue, was coexistence. In other words, the goal wasn't for the United States to defeat communism, nor did that seem to be the goal of the USSR, at least when they would meet and talk about reducing arms, reducing weapons, and again, finding a way to just kind of prevent the apocalypse by means of nuclear warfare. Détente is something that, in this speech, actually, Solzhenitsyn is very critical of. He sees it as kind of cowardly, a weak approach, maybe something close to appeasement, in which you simply give in to the demands of an aggressor. So it's important to know that this is the United States in 1978 and their relationship with communist Russia. So let's get into this first part that we'll just simply call the introduction, and we'll make a video for each of the sections, and this will help you in your assignment on analyzing this speech. I'll just read the section and kind of chime in with some important points along the way. So, as it begins, I am sincerely happy to be here with you on this occasion and to become personally acquainted with this old and most prestigious university. My congratulations and very best wishes to all of today's graduates. Harvard's motto is Veritas. Many of you have already found out, and others will find out in the course of their lives, that truth eludes us if we do not concentrate with total attention on its pursuit. And even while it eludes us, the illusion still lingers of knowing it and leads to many misunderstandings. Also, truth is seldom pleasant. It is almost invariably bitter. I think something that Solzhenitsyn's saying here is that the truth hurts. And if these Harvard graduates with their motto, Veritas, are all about the truth, that he's here to give them the truth. And he doubts maybe that they're ready to hear it. Reminds me of this scene from A Few Good Men.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Classic. There is some bitterness in my speech today, too. But I want to stress that it comes not from an adversary, but from a friend. 3 years ago in the United States, I said certain things which at the time appeared unacceptable. Today, however, many people agree with what I then said. The split in today's world is perceptible even to a hasty glance. Any of our contemporaries readily identifies two world powers, each of them already capable of entirely destroying the other. However, understanding of the split often is limited to this political conception, to the illusion that danger must be abolished through successful diplomatic negotiations, or by achieving a balance of armed forces. The truth is that the split is much profounder and a more alienating one. and that rifts are more than one can see at first glance. This deep, manifold split bears the danger of manifold disaster for all of us, in accordance with the ancient truth that a kingdom, in this case our earth, divided against itself cannot stand.